Alright, what's up you guys? I'm out here today. It's about 40 degrees out. We had a nice day yesterday. It was probably in the 60s or 70s, and then the temperature dropped. I think we're expecting some snow tomorrow. Anyways, I wanted to get out today and try to explore a new area that I've been to one other time in the past, or actually twice, but I never really got to do a full, what the heck? That's a bear or something? Okay. Anyways, so I've been down here a couple times in the past, but I've never really done it properly. So I want to try to come down here and take some pictures today. It's a, this is an, one sec, hold on. I am at an old, it's basically a mental hospital. It's called the Norwich State Hospital. If you're from the Connecticut area and you're following me, you probably know this area pretty well. A lot of the kids in high school used to come down here, and there's tons and tons of old abandoned buildings and just like ruins kind of all over the place. It's a very large area. They used to, I think, I don't know, it was an old mental hospital back in the, I think the 60s or 70s. Could be wrong on that. I'll check when I get home. But yeah, so there was a bunch of mental patients here basically, and it's since closed down, but a lot of the buildings and sort of structures are all still here. The land recently was, I think, purchased by someone, and they're hoping to possibly develop it in the future, but I haven't really heard much about that. That's kind of been going on for a decade, I would say, and nothing's been done to it, so I'm not 100% sure if that will ever happen. So anyways, I'm down here today, try to get some landscape photography stuff in. And is that a car? I'm a little bit concerned at this point because there's a car parked over there that's like not, I don't know if you can even see that, but it's like right there. Alright, so whatever the deal is with this, alright, well that's got to be the creepiest thing I've ever come across on an outing like this. Sorry about the wind. I'm working on actually getting a Rode mic, so hopefully I'll have that in a few weeks, because the audio on this camera is Alright, so we made it down to one of the locations I want to shoot at. Now, a little bit about where I am. I know I already kind of mentioned this, but I'm at the Norwich State Hospital in Connecticut, in Norwich, Connecticut. Mohegan Sun's just right behind me over that way. Now, one of the things about today, hold on, wrong track. One of the things about today is obviously it's about, okay, what time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Sun is like directly above me right now. So I realize that this is not like the best kind of conditions for landscape photography. Usually, you know, sunset, sunrise, cloudy. I definitely don't like shooting these kind of conditions, but I thought this would be a good opportunity. I wanted to come down here. This is my third try trying to come down here. The last two times just, well, didn't go very well. So I wanted to try to come down here today. I had a good opportunity to do so. Conditions aren't great, but I think it's going to be a good opportunity for me maybe to learn and help teach you guys that you don't need to go out at sunrise or sunset, and you don't have to have super awesome colors or cloudy skies for good photos, for landscape stuff. So I'm gonna try to put that to the test today. I'm gonna take out my filters and then I'll get to work and explain what I'm using and what methods I'm using to try to get kind of a different type of feel, especially with the lighting conditions. So let's get the filters out. So essentially, with the super harsh lighting I have behind me, I'm probably going to be using the big stopper. I might even put the little stopper stacked on top of that, so that'll be 16 stops. I don't have a super stopper yet. I might get one. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm rarely shooting these kind of conditions, so I'm gonna test out and see if stacking the big stopper with the little stopper, which would be 16 stops, would be good for this type of lighting, and what kind of shutter speed I'll be using. I might use a polarizer, might not, just to cut off some of the glare. But essentially the feel I'm kind of going for right now is more of like a very artistic, fine art, black and white look. So very high contrast lights, highlights and shadows, whites and blacks. There's all these cool pilings that you can kind of see in the water here. So I'm probably gonna put the 85mm on and try to get some up close shots with those pilings in the black and white. So let's get the filters out, pop them on the camera. As you know, I only have one camera, so I will be shooting the photos now and won't be able to really film that. So I'll put the pictures up that I'm taking right now. Sorry about all the walking. This is like a very large location, and it's mostly just because you have to keep going to different spots and stuff. So I usually like to stand still and talk to you guys, but we're on the move today. So there's this little, or it's actually not that little, kind of pier thing over here that I'm gonna head over to, and we'll go hopefully get some good shots over this way. I'm gonna try to set up a shot here. I want to set up a shot like up here, like kind of facing down that whole pier. Original plan was to actually go out on the pier, but apparently it's locked. So I could try to cut the bolts, but I don't really. It's probably not a good idea since it says to keep out. So I probably shouldn't do that. But I'm gonna get my tripod up. I'm gonna try to set my tripod up like. I'm gonna put the Gorilla Pod like up here and try to get a shot looking down at that. So I'm gonna get that out and set that up now. Okay. Okay. That's okay, I think. I'm gonna switch this camera out. Wait a minute. Okay, I think that's secure enough up there. So I'm gonna take this camera and put it up there and try to get that picture. So let's switch that view now. So I'm on top of that fence thing that you just saw me get onto. I'm gonna switch the camera around and show you what I'm seeing right now. So I'm gonna try to get a shot, something similar to this. I just need a couple seconds to work on a composition, so I'll put that picture up right now. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. This was a little bit of an impromptu trip, so this video might be a little shorter than usual. Sorry about that if that's the case. I hope you guys learned a couple things. I know I definitely learned a lot about light and, you know, doing landscape photography with like bare minimum and not having soft lighting and kind of very harsh afternoon lighting. So hopefully you guys got a little bit out of the video about that. I think everything's gonna be black and white today because that's kind of what I was going for. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so below. And I will see you guys next week. Peace.